Hey friends, welcome to the Baseball and Chain podcast.
I'm Will.
And I'm Carrie. Today we have a special guest joining us. This is my sister Kristen.
Hello.
There are currently 47 days until opening day. Who plans on going to opening day? Talk about it. We want to hear from you. Kristen will not be going with us.
Well, I have work that day. I don't know what I'm doing, but
You're going to MayorCon.
that's
Like-
opening day. I
Like
thought
a
that was...
loser.
That's not spring training. That's in early March, isn't it? Why do you keep looking at my nose?
I wasn't looking at yours.
I am going to McClanahan.
Kristen's a little nervous, a little camera shy. What are we doing today, Will?
Today we were playing a game that was a staple of our generation growing up and possibly generations before us and after us. We're not really sure because we're not still growing up. It's called Fuck,
out.
Marry, Kill. Except we are going to do a baseball version of that we're deciding to call Play, Sign, and Trade. Because if you're just going to play a player one game, it's like a one-night stand. If you're going to sign them long-term, it's like getting married. And if you're going to trade them, they might as well be dead to you, right? So we're going to list the top 3 at each position that we came up with using some of your help. Thank you guys. You guys suggested a few players to us. For the ones that we maybe didn't get enough suggestions for, we picked the ones that were objectively the better player out of the ones that we had tiebreakers on, or if we just didn't have enough suggestions. So we're going to play both Fuck, Marry, Kill and Play, Sign, Trade. Here we go.
First round, we have starting pitchers.
The pitchers are Alcantara, McClanahan, and Verlander.
Kristen's up first.
I would kill Verlander.
Fair.
I would fuck McClanahan. And I would marry Sandy. He just has a prettier face. So I think I would go with him.
I agree with all of those, actually.
I said fuck Alcantara, marry McClanahan, and kill Verlander.
I'm not actually surprised by that.
My reasoning for that was McClanahan has a great sense of humor, and that's one of my top picks for partner.
He thinks it's funny. For me, to fuck McClanahan, it would definitely be a one and done kind of thing. And I'm basing this off of the pictures that Kristen's looking at also, which we will share with you guys. The face that he makes when he pitches just doesn't really do it for me. And I feel like that may apply in more than just ball throwing. Now for sign, play, trade.
Play Verlander, sign McClanahan, trade Alcantara. Damn. Now I see why they do this when talking baseball all the time. They literally debate it every single time they bring up his name.
I'm going to trade Verlander. I will sign McClanahan, and I will play Alcantara. I know trading Verlander is probably a little controversial. That dude's old.
However, last year, won the Cy Young, had a sub-2 ERA, and he was 39 years old.
Yeah, but he's also 39 years old, so that's going to die out pretty quick.
Next, we have catchers.
All right.
For catchers, we have Real Muto, Rutschman, and Will Smith.
Kristen?
How do you say this one?
Real Muto.
I think I would marry him.
Okay.
And then Rutschman?
Rutschman.
He looks like a turd. I'm gonna say kill.
Okay.
And then Will Smith, I'm gonna fuck.
Will Smith. The confidence.
Listen, that's the point of the game. I
Well,
get everybody I want.
Yeah.
I had fuck Real Muto, marry Rutschman, kill Will Smith.
I had fuck Real Muto, kill Rutschman, and marry Will Smith.
So we all had different answers.
Yeah. I just think I could look at Will Smith's face for a while. And not the other ones.
I thought he looked angry in most of his pictures.
He definitely looks angry here too.
That's why I'd kill him.
Too angry for me. And see, I don't know if
Also, he plays for the Dodgers.
I could get over that for one night.
But you're just fucking him, so.
Yeah. For him, I don't know. He has more of like a rugged look.
So for play, sign, trade, what do you have?
I'm going to trade Will Smith, play Rutschman,
Rutschman.
and sign Remuto.
So my catchers were in line with the fuck, marry, kill, but for the play, sign, trade. So play Real Muto, sign Rutschman, trade Smith. I think Rutschman is going to be really good for a long time. Last year was his first season. And we talked about last week that half of his hits that he had last season were for extra bases. And he's also a really good defensive catcher.
All right. First base. Freddie Freeman, Vladdy, and Paul Goldschmidt.
Kristen?
I really like Freddie. I'm gonna marry him. I'd probably fuck Vladdy and kill Goldschmidt.
Interesting. I would kill Freddie Freeman.
Why?
His mouth's too big.
Do you want to kill everyone whose mouth is too big?
It freaks me out. He has really nice looking teeth, but they're just too big.
Doesn't he have a teeth gap too?
No.
Tooth gap?
No. His teeth are perfect.
So you're going to kill Judge later on because of his tooth gap?
He doesn't
I'm
have
not
that
killing
anymore.
Judge because of his tooth gap.
Oh, right. He fixed it.
Yeah, he got money.
I have other reasons why I'm killing Judge.
We'll come to that later.
I'm not finished.
Oh.
If I'm going
I'm going to let you
to
finish.
fuck Goldschmidt, his hat has to stay on.
Why?
He
It
bald.
doesn't.
He bald.
Oh, I was gonna say it doesn't show it. In
I know,
the
I couldn't
picture.
find a good one.
He's
bald and I don't do
He's
that.
like 36, 37, I think.
But
Nothing against
I would
bald
marry
guys.
Vladdy just because it feels like he always brings good vibes.
So I had fuck Freeman, marry Goldschmidt, kill Vladdy. Killing Vladdy because he has a tendency to oversell himself, has misplaced self-esteem. He had that quote last year where he was like, last season was the trailer, this season's the movie, and the Blue Jays still kind of sucked. I mean, they made the playoffs, but one and done in the playoffs. So,
You know how that translates?
Hmm.
Big dick energy.
no.
Yeah. He has big dick energy.
There's also a reputation for being a complainer and sulking when he doesn't get his way.
Who doesn't? Just like you and like me, he's a sore loser.
Oh, and I married Goldschmidt because I said he will remain committed to you until you turn your back on him, and maybe even after that, because Arizona traded him to the Cardinals. I said he doesn't get the recognition he deserves, but he still works hard, so he's low maintenance.
You'll put in the effort to a marriage even if you don't.
Is that what you look for? Just checking.
Dang it.
Yeah. Worth a shot.
Oh, some hard truths.
All right. Play, sign, trade.
So mine line up again for first base: play Freeman, sign Goldschmidt, trade Vladdy. I'm trading Vladdy because even though he averages a lot of home runs and stuff, he led the league last year in grounding into double plays.
So definitely a one and done. Home run and that's it. One.
One run. I'm done.
Premature.
I'm going to trade Freddie Freeman, play Vladdy, and sign Goldschmidt.
Yeah, last year he won National League MVP at 36, so kind of like a Verlander situation. Had a 180 OPS plus, which means he's 80% better than the MLB average in on base plus slugging, and has a 900 career OPS.
And 315 home runs.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
Second base.
Second base.
Definitely killing Altuve.
Excellent.
He's too short. And
That's your only
something.
reason?
No, he's a turd.
You can say asshole.
He's an asshole.
We've said fuck a few times now.
That's true.
Times a now.
And I mean, coming from a short person, him being short's really not the reason, but I don't know. He's a lot of attitude in a little space.
Yeah, it's compact.
Yeah.
Dense.
Dense, indeed.
He's actually not an asshole, though.
I didn't think so.
He's gets a bad reputation. I also put that I would kill him because I put cheater.
Oh.
No matter what he does from now on, he's going to be associated with that.
Yeah.
Same thing with Correa.
I think I would fuck Jimenez and marry McNeil.
Okay.
Why is that?
I don't know. McNeil has more of a honey, I'm home type of face. And I would like that.
Yeah. He's got a kind smile.
He does.
I put that he was dependable and humble, so that's marriage
Perfect.
material. I had him as Mary as well.
I had him as fuck. But also another one and done. Because I think he's kind of doofy looking.
You don't like the doofy looking?
I'm not here for the doofy. No.
Really?
I'm going to kill Altuve because I am 5'8". And I have standards. Now. Despite the fact that I've not had them before. And then I'm going to marry Jimenez.
Okay.
Just because he was the last one.
Play, sign, trade.
I will sign McNeil, play Jimenez, and trade Altuve.
I had play Jimenez, sign McNeil, trade Altuve. And I said that, even though Jimenez had a good year last year, he kind of has been inconsistent. I think he's only his 4th or 5th year in MLB. And this was the first year that he actually had a breakout year. Had 20 home runs, 20 stolen bases, above 800 OPS, got in the All-Star game. He's good on defense. But the reason why I didn't sign him is I put that he's new and exciting, but he's relatively an unknown. He could have a big drop-off next season.
Third base.
I think I'd marry Ramirez. He seems like a happy guy. I don't know either one of these other two, so I'm gonna say fuck Arenado. How you say it?
Mm-hmm.
And
Kristen's
kill
got a thing for Spanish guys.
Riley. I don't know anything about Riley, but he's the last one left.
I would fuck Riley, marry Arenado, and trade Ramirez.
No, that's the wrong word.
Trade.
You're not. I don't want to kill you. I just want to trade you.
Who can we replace him with?
Fuck Riley, marry Arenado, kill Ramirez. I put that Ramirez seems kind of all about himself. He literally wears a locket with his own face inside of it.
I still want to marry him. Listen, if I can't be near him, he can be near him. Somebody's near him.
What if he's just holding the locket to give it to someone special? Nah, that's still weird, man.
He can keep it.
I said, I mean, the only reason I put for Arenado to marry was He's consistent and dependable for the long term, but I'm basing that off of his baseball stats.
I would kill Austin Riley because he looks like Tim Tebow.
Oh, that's the guy. I can see that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's not it.
He looks kind of like Mike Trout.
We're not there yet.
Well, I'm killing him too, so that's fine. I would marry Ramirez, but probably get a divorce after I figure out the locket thing. And then fuck Arenado. But if this was a game of smash or pass, I would pass on all three.
Hmm.
For the record.
Maybe we'll do that next.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be like the lightning round.
Cool.
We could do it.
5 minutes.
We could do it with the ones that didn't make the cut for this. For play sign trade, I had play Riley, sign Arenado, trade Ramirez, as we heard a few minutes ago.
I had trade Riley, play Ramirez, and sign Arenado.
Why'd you trade Riley?
Just of the stats that I was looking at, his are the lowest. Batting average, home runs, OPS. Also, I don't like Tim Tebow.
Well, he's not Tim Tebow.
I know, but he looks like him.
Probably has the same attitude.
He probably likes the Bulldogs instead of the Gators since he's playing in Atlanta. But he grew up in Tennessee, so he might be a Tennessee Volunteer fan.
Well, I volunteer to trade him off my team.
He might volunteer to leave your team.
That's fine.
Mutual.
So we have shortstops next. We got Lindor, Turner, and Correa. I bet Kristen picks to fuck Lindor.
I have to find Lindor. Let's see. I think I'm gonna kill Turner. I don't know. I think I want to keep Lindor's energy for multiple days. So I think I'm gonna marry Lindor.
Just for a couple days, though.
And then Correa is gonna be a fuck. In great time.
Learning a lot about Kristen. Stop it.
I said the same, actually. Fuck Correa, kill Turner, and marry Lindor. Lindor has a super nice smile. Turner's just kind of weird looking.
He's kind of goofy in my picture.
And I can fuck Correa one time and then he can cheat all he wants.
Cheat on you or with you?
Not
Huh?
with me. I'd rather him cheat on me than with me. I ain't no side piece. I'm a whole plate.
No. Because, like, if you marry Lindor, are you saying that you want Correa to be your side piece?
No.
Oh, is he a cheater?
He was an Astro too when they
Oh.
cheated. That's what she's saying. Does that change your pick?
No.
Okay.
He was still my one night stand.
Okay. I had fuck Lindor, marry Turner, kill Correa.
We don't agree on any of this.
Well, I wasn't really doing it based on attractiveness or anything. Unless I just really didn't have any reasoning, and then I was like, okay, well,
He's
let's
pretty.
objectively look at this.
Objectively.
Classically attractive. I do like some McClanahan, though.
You think McClanahan's attractive?
You don't?
No, but I'd take a big old steam plated glass now.
I mean, I might do.
That Cali boy.
But he's not in the list.
I know. He's worth noting.
Smash or
Hard
pass?
pass. No. Hard smash. Smash hard.
My laugh just went supersonic. So now we're doing play sign trade for shortstops.
I will play Lindor, trade Correa, and sign Turner.
You did that in a weird order, but I think I have the same thing. Play Lindor, sign Turner, trade Correa.
Yeah.
I put, so it's funny because I made some of my notes here for my reasoning in ways that could explain both the fuck, marry, kill, and the play sign trade. So for Lindor, I put flashy, probably has some moves I've never seen. Correa, I put also a cheater. And for Trey Turner, I put marry him just because of that slide he had in that game last year or the year before. You know what slide I'm talking about?
No. Oh, he's that guy.
Slick as shit.
I'd still kill him.
All right.
Mhm.
Left field and right field we combined because that's where you're normally putting your power hitters and stuff like that. So for that, we had Judge, Betts, and Harper.
So I don't really have a problem with Judge.
Physically,
Emotionally at all. I don't really have a problem with him. But I'd still kill him.
I have no valid reason, but he could die.
Right. I think I'm gonna marry Betts and fuck Harper.
what is your thesis behind that?
Thesis?
I'm sure she's writing a dissertation in her head right now about these players.
I don't think thesis is the right word, though.
It could be the word. There's multiple words.
Thesis is a word, very good.
Yeah.
There, there are a lot of words that could fit that.
What did I say? Marry Betts, fuck Harper.
Mm-hmm. Why are you killing Judge? Are you on the Yankees?
That has a little bit to do with it. But I hate the Yankees more for their fans than them as a team. I don't know. He's angry looking. Really, only want to put up that anger with for one night.
That's Harper.
I know. I said I fuck him.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about Judge.
No,
She knows what Aaron Judge looks like.
even without that picture. I have no reason. There's no reason why I want to kill him. I just don't want to fuck him or marry him.
Okay.
That's it. My reason. There's very little to my reasoning except for he looks angry, and that leaves Betts.
All right. Good.
I think Bryce Harper brings a lot of big dick energy. I'd go ahead and fuck him, but probably just the one time. I would marry Betts. I agree. He looks so happy all the time. In every picture I was looking at, he looked very happy. And then I would kill Aaron Judge. Just because I think he's literally so gross.
Why?
I don't know, he's not my type. Compare him to you. What are the similarities?
Tall.
That's it.
He's nice.
He's not nice to me.
He don't know you.
Don't know you.
He don't know you. He's never been nice to me, so I don't know. The only thing that he really brings to the table is the ability to offer some leverage. If you know, you know.
I know.
Leverage?
It's easier for you to pick things up when you're tall. Things.
Scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
probably
not
easier to carry
necessarily-
things too.
It's not necessarily true. You gotta bend down lower.
I'm not that low.
That's small.
I said what I said.
You?
I put fuck Harper, marry Judge, kill Betts.
Why?
Betts is dependable, but he isn't really even the star of his team. So he's like a winner, but he's not the winner.
So you would kill him. If you're not number one, you dead.
So you only want to be with the winner, not a winner.
Right.
Nice.
You're the winner.
I mean, I did win.
Because you got me.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
She killed the
I
competition.
picked to marry Judge because even with all of the success that he had, like getting the American League home run record last year, he hasn't changed who he is as a person and didn't even want all the attention during the home run chase. But he literally did not want the cameras on him at all.
Yeah.
And he said multiple times that he didn't really care what he was at as far as what number of home runs he was on, as long as they won, as long as the team won. And for Harper, I said he's exciting, has the star power, and has good hair.
He does have pretty good hair.
Yeah.
He also changes the hairstyle pretty much every season, so you should go find other pictures, different haircut.
His hair is shorter than that currently, or last I checked. I just liked
He had kind of like a wavy neck high haircut last year, I think.
Is that this one?
No.
If I'd known that you were going to dislike him looking angry, I would have picked a happier picture.
I think that's more recent.
Still angry looking.
Yeah, he's squinting.
I think it's just the eyebrows.
I still said I didn't kill him. I killed Judge. I don't know what you guys are coming
I
at
don't
me
know. I don't
for.
think he's that. Like, he's not ugly, but he's not.
Okay, so now we're doing play sign trade. What we're all here for.
I'm only here for the butts.
There's
Not
no
to be
butts in the
confused
picture.
with the vets.
There's no butts in the pictures, though, are there?
There's one butt.
Which butt? Did she pick that butt? Oh, don't pick the butt.
I don't have any butts.
It's butt.
Where? You guys keep talking. I'll find the butt.
I would trade
That butt.
Judge. No. Because I just don't like him.
This one's supposed to be based on the stats.
Oh, that butt.
If it was based on the stats, we wouldn't have asked people for their opinions. We would have just picked the top 3 stats people. And then we would have just picked the top stat people. So we could have just come onto the show and been like, we're going to fuck, marry, kill one person. And then the next person. And we're not doing that.
Okay.
This is my team.
That's true, because I guess some of my picks later are really not. It could be part of the stats, but it's.
I think I literally wrote on my paper, literal gross.
Because it gets tough on these last few.
So I would trade Aaron Judge. I would play Mookie Betts. And I would sign Bryce Harper.
Why are you signing Bryce Harper?
I think his numbers speak for himself. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
They're pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, I had play Harper, sign Judge, trade Betts. I already explained about, well, I guess that was more for the first part. But Judge, American League home run record last year, 131 RBIs, over 100 walks, also good on defense. And he has 60 defensive runs saved above average over his career. Harper, I picked play over Betts because he's won MVP twice, 6 All-Star games,
you don't look happy about this choice.
over 900 OPS.
So
It was a tough decision.
Oh.
Also, sorry to Mookie, but you've been traded once. I'm going to trade you again.
On that trade train.
Cinefield. Can you pronounce these names? Do I need to pronounce these names?
Julio Rodriguez, Mike Trout, and Byron Buxton.
Okay. I think I'm going to marry Mike Trout purely for this picture.
I thought he looked like he was flapping like a fish.
Like a trout?
Like a trout.
Buxton, I think I'm going to kill him. And then Rodriguez.
I think I'm going to kill him.
I would marry Rodriguez, kill Mike Trout, and fuck Byron Buxton. Rodriguez always looks super happy, and there's absolutely no definition from the bottom of Mike Trout's neck to the top of his head.
What?
There's no.
You want him to have face muscles?
I want him to have like
a neck.
a neck and a chin, but his neck is so meaty. It's like a hot dog
He has that little definition.
in that angle.
It's like a hot dog.
He looks like a hot dog.
I can see that.
Let's put it. Fuck J-Rod, marry Trout, kill Buxton.
I guess it's a good thing I'm not trying to be with myself, because clearly I don't have the same taste as you. I wouldn't be interested in me.
What? I don't understand.
We don't have any of the same picks. So if you're
Well, I'm
interested
not
in me,
like I said, I'm not really basing it off of their attractiveness or anything like that for this.
I've not mentioned anyone's attractiveness. If anything, I've only mentioned their unattractiveness.
But that's still basing it on attractiveness.
On their looks, yes, but
Mhm.
not in a positive direction.
So I picked Trout. Well, no, I'm not. That's more for the baseball decision. I said kill Buxton though, because again, that's still kind of related. I related all of my picks for Fuck, Marry, Kill sort of in some relation to the baseball metaphor type thing.
We get it. You're not into guys.
Anymore.
Anymore.
So what'd you have for play sign trade?
Play Rodriguez, sign Trout, trade Buxton.
I had the same.
Because it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm. That's what you put. Was that in your notes? It just makes sense. You writing it now? So for Trout, well, let me do this in order. I would play J-Rod. He was Rookie of the Year last year, Silver Slugger, had a 2020 season, also above average defense. So he's an exciting player with a ton of potential, but he's not Mike Trout level. Mike Trout is a 10-time All-Star, has a career 1. OPS, so over 1,000. Leads Major League Baseball current players, the 1. OPS, and puts him in the company of only, I think, 10 or so other players all time, including Babe Ruth, Ted Williams, and Barry Bonds. So he's in rarefied air with Barry Bonds, Ted Williams, and Babe Ruth. And he's pretty much a catch because he's a drought.
Boo. What's a 2020 season?
20 home runs, 20 stolen bases. So you have 20-20 guys and you have 30-30 guys. And they're speculating that with the new bigger bases this year, they might have some guys get 40.
Like the bases themselves are bigger?
I think it's like
Why?
3 inches or so.
They went from 15-inch squares to 18-inch squares.
Why? Are they trying to put
They're
them back in
trying
Little League?
they're trying to get more offense. They're trying to get more stolen bases and stuff.
It's part of the rules that they initiated with like limiting shifts and stuff.
Nobody wants to touch my Little League comment.
No,
I understand.
I don't know what the size of bases are in Little League.
me neither.
That's the only reason why I didn't.
Maybe they just look really big because the kids are really small in Little League.
I mean, you saw the size of the base that we took home from Wrigley Field. That was still pretty big.
Large.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
that means it's going to be that much bigger.
yeah.
Okay.
We really need to put that up back here.
You really need to buy one. A new one.
A bigger one.
There's always a bigger base. For Buxton, I would trade him because I said he's an explosive player when he's healthy, but he has significant injury history, which we've talked about before. The most games he's ever played in a season is 140, which is good if he averaged over 100, but he's had under like 80 several times, which is less than half a year.
How old is he? He looks old. In,
82.
he looks old in this picture. That's
I want
why
to
I killed
say
him.
he's early 30s, if not just under 30. I'm
Use
not
the
exactly
Google.
sure.
Oh, well, this picture doesn't do him any justice because he looks old.
He's 29, so I was right. He's just under 30.
All right, well, I apologize to anybody who's my age or younger. You're not old.
I'm 29.
Okay, hang on.
For
I
now.
probably look
Let me
older than he
rephrase.
does.
I want to apologize for anybody's
No.
will age or older. You're not old. He old.
He looks a little wrinkly.
Anyway, so I compared his injury history to like a metaphor of what that would mean in a relationship sense, and I said he'd be kind of flaky. You know, like he'd be committed and everything, and then all of a sudden, boop, he gone. Boop. Boop. My cousin Ray Ray, boop, dead. That's a dodgeball reference. Everyone go watch that movie. By the way, I should have prefaced all of the stats I'm reading off are from Baseball Reference. So if you're not familiar with that site,
Sources.
go check it out.
I used the MLB website.
I used the picture she provided.
From the Google.
DH.
Designated hitter.
We got Yordan Alvarez. Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan. No more.
Okay,
You're fired.
that's my
That's his
butt,
cousin.
though.
Ah, you found the butt.
I found the butt.
Shohei Ohtani. And JD Martinez.
All right.
You're going to marry Ohtani. You
Listen,
spent like 2 hours talking about anime today.
So, I like butts. I cannot lie.
I hope it picked up that we sang that at the same time.
This is going to be great.
Actually, I think I would say fuck Ohtani because.
But if you marry him, you can fuck him all you want.
But do you see this butt?
No.
Yeah, let me blow this up for you.
Do you want me to find a picture of Shohei's butt for you?
But I gave her the picture of the thing that, if she was going to be sold on him, would have sold her on him.
I have no opinions about Martinez, so he can die.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Show him.
Oh, sorry.
If that wasn't going to get her, nothing will.
Are we going to put all these pictures in the video?
Yeah.
But Ohtani, like, even though I fuck him, I would stay friends with him.
With benefits?
Fuck buddies?
Only if Alvarez didn't mind. That we stayed friends after I fucked him. He doesn't need to know about anything else.
Go ahead.
Fuck Alvarez, marry Ohtani, kill Martinez.
You guys finally get the same thing?
No.
I don't think we are going to have any of these the same.
I would marry Ohtani, fuck Martinez, and kill Alvarez.
Because he's on the Astros.
No, what I wrote down is that I like to be the thick one.
Oh, alright.
And Jordan's got a bigger butt.
Yeah, and that's not it for me. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but not in my house.
In your ass?
I have a bigger butt than
Not
you.
in my house, is what I said. I know you have a bigger butt than me.
I'm in your house. I'm not going to be for much longer, apparently.
Technically, it's your house, too. And Ohtani's really sweet. Although, if you look at his arm muscles, he's a little disproportioned.
I'm going to say my play sign and trade and then my reasoning. Because it, like I said, it lines up pretty much with the other side of the game. My play sign and trade is Alvarez, Ohtani, and Martinez.
So play Alvarez.
Sign Ohtani, trade Martinez.
Okay.
And I said Yordan, just some stats. 2022 had a 1. OPS, has a 977 career OPS, and he's clutch in the postseason. Last year, specifically, when they played the Mariners, he had the huge, I think he had a home run to tie and a home run to walk it off in Houston, if I'm not mistaken. So I said he's fun fun player, shows up when it counts. Ohtani, he had 100 and 100 and RBI, 195 RBI respectively the last 2 years, and he hovers around a 900 OPS for his career. But even though that's low on the lower end from Yordan, I wanted to have him included in the starting pitchers as well. So this is kind of me basing it on Ohtani as two-way player. I put he's one of a kind. He's nice and respectable, but gets passionate when he needs to. So that can work for both games.
Fair.
So that's why I'd marry Ohtani. And I would kill and trade Martinez because he's a nice enough dude, but runs in the wrong circles for me. Boston and Los Angeles. Don't like him.
That's not it. I would also trade Martinez. I would play Ohtani and sign Alvarez. I did it based on designated hitter, not also a pitcher.
If you did it based on both, would you?
I'd sign Ohtani every day of my life.
Yep. That's why I was like, well, if he's an option, then I would sign him automatically.
For sure.
And that's why he's going to get twice as much money as everyone else when he gets to be a free agent.
Yep.
He's 2-1.
People are going to fight for him.
Relief pitcher. So we have relief pitcher and closing pitcher, but we're separating them. We have for relief pitchers Jason Adam, James Karinchak, and Devin Williams.
Oh, let's see. So don't get me wrong. I really actually like Jason Adams. Are we doing relief pitchers? As a relief pitcher?
But not as a human.
No, I have nothing against him either, but out of the other two, do you see this kissy face?
I don't know what pictures she picked.
Kissy face.
He makes that face a lot when he pitches.
It's like he's going. He's breathing out.
So
it's important.
I would fuck Williams. I don't know if I could do that kissy face every day. Again, nothing against Adam. But
Karinchak, yeah.
I don't know, he seems, I like his face better than I like Adam, so I'd marry Karinchak and kill Adam. But if I had to participate in the play sign trade, I would play Adam. I have no other opinions on the other two because I don't know them, but Adam would be on my list of players. I do like him as a player.
Good.
I would kill Adam.
And the other two?
Fuck Williams and marry Karinchak, but I also mentioned the duck lips thing.
Yeah.
I feel like he could bring some skills to the table there. And Karinchak is just, generally speaking, pleasant on the eyes. But I think that Jason Adam is dislikable as a human being.
Oh. Well, I'm glad I've chosen.
I think that he has chosen to share opinions that he is passionate about in times where he should have just kept his mouth shut.
That's fair.
I think I remember these incidents. Maybe that's why I chose it.
He should have not tried to explain himself. It just made it worse.
Yep. It really just, honestly, if I had any control over him being on our team at all, I wouldn't have him. I don't care what abilities you bring to the table. You're here to play baseball.
Yeah. For me, I understand why everyone was angry, obviously, but I separate the player from the personality.
I can separate a lot of personality from player until you are going after things that are important to me, which is not great, but I'm motivated on a personal level by his attack.
What would you choose, Will?
Fuck Adam, marry Williams, kill Karen Chick. Again, they're gonna line up with the play sign trade because that's pretty much how I did it. Adam, I said that last year 2.33 ERA plus, which means he was 133% better than the league average relief pitcher. 0.758 whip, sub 500 opposing OPS, and he only allowed 3 of 31 inherited runners to score across 67 appearances. So I say he's got like dirty pitches, absolutely nasty stuff. Had a breakout year. The Rays told him to throw more of his changeup, and he did, so he's willing to try new things. So for Williams, I said listed his stats 205 ERA plus and 96 strikeouts and 60 innings pitched last year. He's consistently good. He stepped into a new role because they traded Josh Hader, so he became the closer, and he flourished in that role, and he will take care of his team for as long as he's there. So he's my Marion sign person. And then trading Karinchak, he's good as far as strikeout numbers with a 14.3 career strikeout per 9 innings, career 3.06 ERA, and just over a 1 whip. But he's a wild card. Not really sure whether he's going to show up and perform to his ability. Also has kind of greasy looking hair that may or may not have had foreign substance in it last year.
Oh, he's that guy.
And then when they came out and checked him, he just touched it more as like a fuck
That why
you.
he's touching his hair
That makes sense.
in this picture.
I didn't realize that was the same.
Who did you have for play, sign, and trade?
I would trade Adam, sign Williams, and play Karinchak. That's it. Closing pitcher. We have Pete Fairbanks, Edwin Diaz, and Emmanuel Clase.
They're all a little derpy looking.
Well, Pete Fairbanks has these crazy eyes. I know that's like a standard.
Yeah, that doesn't go away.
That doesn't set you in the throes of passion.
Nah, not into the crazy. So I like Class A. Derpy tongue. So I think I'd marry him.
For the tongue?
Yeah.
I mean,
For the tongue.
that gets a lot of people.
I like Diaz's energy in this picture. So I'd probably fuck him. So that leaves Fairbanks as a kill.
See, we could have the same type. I would marry Clase because he's sticking his tongue out.
I promise I'm not reading your notes.
I would fuck Diaz because he looks energetic.
Wow, that's really spot on.
And I didn't write it down, but I would not want anything to do with Pete Fairbanks just for the crazy
Come
eyes.
on, man.
Kill that. Kill my balls.
Pete's such a nice guy.
I'm sure he is.
He looked like he had a lot of fun after the game that one day when his son was out there.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. He's just the last on the list.
He's also really freaking tall.
Hello, do you see how short I am? I don't need that.
He's got a podcast called Horsing Around. I haven't listened to it, but I just like that. It's called Horsing Around.
Does he
like
horse around on and
the
on?
stable and
On.
the stable of 98ers.
Yeah.
What is it?
I had this. So this one I did have different fuck, marry, kill, and play sign trade, just slightly different. The starters and the closers were pretty much the only ones that I had different. So I would fuck Diaz, marry Fairbanks, and kill Clase. I said, again, I'm marrying because of the sense of humor for Fairbanks. I said for Clase, none of these three people for this category are really classically attractive to me. But I think Clase is the least of the three.
Really? I don't think so.
And
I don't think any
I
of them.
picked the only reason why I picked Diaz over Clase is because I think it would be pretty cool to enter the bedroom to Timmy Trumpet.
Can I change my answer? I don't want to enter that.
I'm still good.
Right.
I don't need that to be his opening number in the bedroom.
Get off me.
For play sign trade, I had play Fairbanks, sign Diaz, and trade Clase.
I had play Fairbanks, trade Diaz, sign Classic.
Why are you trading Diaz?
Because she doesn't need the trumpet.
Just to list stats for those guys, Clase had the most appearances and saves last year, but Diaz earned his 200th career save last year, had a 1.3 ERA, over 61 appearances, a 17.1 strikeout per 9 innings, and he has a 14.8 strikeout per 9 innings over his career. Fairbanks had 22 straight scoreless appearances to end the regular season last year after coming off an injury, with a 14.3 strikeout per 9 innings last year and a 327 ERA plus. 227% better than the average pitcher.
Can you just unplay him?
Yeah, because he's been really up and down. Like for the Rangers, I think he had a 9 ERA or something one year. And then it went down to like a 5. And then it went up to 6 or 7. And then he went into the Rays and it was like 3. And that last year was like 1. Moving on to what I guess we're calling is the post-game interview. We're picking our managers. The baseball side of it is going to be called interim, hire, and fire for this one.
You couldn't have found a younger picture of Cash.
He didn't look as good when he was young.
Oh, really?
When he
So
played baseball, he was pretty good looking.
for this category, we have Kevin Cash, Terry Francona, and Dusty Baker.
For the pictures that I gave Kristen for Francona and Baker, I tried to make it a little bit reasonable since they're both
Older.
more experienced, we'll say. So they are baseball cards from when they played.
I think I'd marry Cash. That's it. That's the only opinion I have. No, I'm kidding. Probably. God, he has like no butt.
And he's a little flat.
I probably.
Who, Dusty?
Yeah,
He has one now.
that's not what I'm seeing. I don't see his butt now.
She's not gonna fuck Grandpa.
I'm not. I'd probably kill Dusty and fuck Terry.
I had the same. Cash has like a sexy dad vibe going on,
That MILF.
but it'd be a DILF because he's a dad, not a mom.
That DILF.
Yeah.
I put fuck Cash, marry Francona, and kill Dusty. I put for Cash, I put Silver Fox.
Super
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Francona, I kind of merged the baseball into it. He's got fiery passion. He's been ejected 47 times in his managerial career. And he's been committed to coaching for 20 plus years. So if anybody.
I thought you were gonna say he was committed to something else.
So if
Psych ward.
Well, that's Pete Fairbanks.
So,
With the crazy eyes.
so if anybody can commit themselves to anything for 20 years, they can commit to marriage. And I love Dusty, but out of the three, he's just the odd one out for me.
Yeah, I said that even in his young picture, he kind of looks old.
Dusty?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
He looks a little worn out. I don't really like that mustache on him.
What'd you have for
There's mustache.
interim coach hire and fire? Which coach would you fire?
Dusty.
I can see that.
He has more losses in his career than Cash has games at all. So, he's kind of just on his
He's
way
been
out.
around for a while.
Yeah.
Longer than Cash.
Was he
Right.
the coach of the Astros or the manager of the Astros during the?
Last year was his first World Series win.
That wasn't
So
gonna be my question.
during the
During the
cheating,
scandal.
No.
while I have nothing against Dusty, I don't think that the number of losses that he has is significant at all. It was just that it was the lower of the two stats for me to be able to compare against Cash's whole career, just to indicate that he is well versed and probably needs a break.
Who would you sign on the short term? Hire on the short term?
Francona. Same reason.
And why would you hire Cash?
He's wonderful.
Okay.
He's like probably the best thing that's happened to the race. And I think it's cool that he also played for them as the Devil Race. No, as the race in the green uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But he just does great things as manager. Like that season that there was 162 different lineups. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He knows.
It was kind of funny that they made history last year with the first all Latin American lineup, and he didn't even realize it.
That's not what I set out to do, but yay.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that he knows his players. He makes good choices most of the time. Not all of the time.
Yeah, and one very famous decision that everyone wanted him to be fired for, which is a stupid reaction because
Is it when he pulled Blake Snow?
yeah. I don't know. I really think there wasn't I don't think it was a bad decision based on the information that they used to make the decision. People are just going to say it's a bad decision because of the outcome.
Yeah, and hearing the interview after when he explained it, he thought that Snell had done enough. He did what he needed him to do, and so it was other people's responsibility to continue that, and they did not.
Yeah, and the Rays, it can be frustrating sometimes as a fan when, say, McClanahan is having a really dominant game and they pull him out to go to the bullpen or something. But they have a formula. They only want their starting pitchers to go 2 times through the order usually, because a third time through the order, batting average and slugging percentage and all that stuff goes up, which leads to more runs being scored by the other team. So, yeah. But anyway, so I would hire Francona short term, I would hire Cash long term, and I would fire Dusty. So I had the same.
So we don't agree on romantic decisions, but most of the time we agree on baseball.
Just this romantic decision.
Well, that ended up being more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Thank you
I
for
agree.
inviting me.
Thanks for joining us. You know, the usual housekeeping stuff, like, comment, share, retweet, send us ideas on what we can make TikToks for, because we're too old for that now and it doesn't make sense anymore.
We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of those platforms at Baseball Chain. So please go follow us on those.
Yeah. We briefly mentioned the fangrams last week and then discussed it none after that. So I'm going to bring it up again. If you think that fangrams would be something that you're interested in, then I'm going to put like a poll somewhere, I guess, and we will see what you guys think. And yeah, we'll let you know.
Next week, we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming. This was a special
Valentine's Day.
Day episode. So,
Except also not really back to our regularly scheduled programming because next Saturday we are going to FanFest. So we will have FanFest updates as well.
we will record an episode, but also do like a video vlog from FanFest. A vlog from FanFest. And hopefully get some autographs and stuff.
Ooh.
And this time it'll include me.
Yay!
They're also having a yard sale where everything is only $5. So Kristen changed her plans for the day so she could join us.
That was the attraction for Kristen.
Yard sale.
But it's also going to be our first FanFest. We've never been. And I'm very curious to see what it's like. I've heard good things from other people who are season ticket holders that have enjoyed it. So
Yeah, our first year as season members was last year, and they hadn't resumed it since COVID. So they were still being pretty cautious about it.
Yeah.
But this is the first year they've had it back since.
How many other
Since
season
then.
holders do you know?
you talk to people.
You don't have friends?
I'm in Facebook groups. Why are you calling me out?
Why are you making it sound bad? It sounded really good. I believed it.
I have heard other. It's factual. I didn't make that up. I have heard other people enjoy FanFest. I'm also curious if anyone would be interested in the Baseball Wives. This was more of a male and female opinion geared podcast episode. So I would like to continue with some more female relevant information. So if you guys, if you girls, if you ladies would like to hear about it, let me know.
What if the guys want to hear about it?
Or if the guys want to hear about Baseball Wives, that's fine.
I do.
You're not a guy. Thanks for watching and listening and interacting and loving us as much as we love you. This has been the Baseball and Chain podcast.
Till death do us, baseball.
Baseball.
I'd marry you.
I'd marry you too.
I'd sign you.
I wouldn't sign you.
I don't think you wouldn't be getting $100 million, but 2 long-term contract.